23 Worst Fashion Trends of the 20th Century. 1. Popover dresses. These wrap dresses became a fashion staple in the 1940s. They were sold with an oven mitt attached via button. 2. Mini bowler hats. Bowler hats were wildly popular with men. In the early 1940s, they were downsized for women. 3. Zoot suits. The zoot suit was a baggy oversized ensemble. Men would buy a suit that was several sizes too large. They then tailored it to fit. 4. Painted on stockings. Nylon was rationed. During World War II, women would paint their legs with makeup, so it looked like they were wearing stockings. 5. Propeller hat. The hat was presented at a sci-fi convention. Cartoonist Ray Faraday Nelson drew it as a joke. However, various companies began selling it. 6. Blanket skirt. The skirts were made of plaid wool horse blankets. They were bound with a braid and fastened with buckles. 7. Detachable collar. The collars came in a variety of styles. They were simple enough to make at home. 8. Poodle patterns. In the 1950s, poodles were seen as status symbols. Poodle patterns were especially popular on skirts. 9. Apron skirt. These fluffy skirts were designed for housewives, but they weren't practical for cooking and cleaning. 10. Culottes. Culottes were extremely popular in the 1960s. They were usually worn as a vacationing garment. 11. Clashing colors. In the 1960s, people combined diametrically opposed colors. Among the popular combinations was orange with pink. 12. Paper clothing. Scott Paper Tissue introduced paper shift dresses in 1966. The dresses sold for around $1. $12 would buy a man's suit, and for $15 you could get a paper wedding dress. 13. Leisure suit. In the 1970s, men's leisure suits were everywhere. It was a three-piece ensemble with big pockets and lapels. 14. Iron-on letters. In the 1970s, people customized their clothes themselves. Iron-on letters were placed on hats, jackets, and tote bags. 15. Bowl cut. In the 1970s, moms would put a bowl over their kids' heads. They used scissors to cut around the edges. 16. Ruffled tuxedo. In the 1970s, there were colorful patterned jackets. They were paired with big bow ties and shirts with ruffles. Trousers looked more like bell-bottoms. 17. Sweatbands. Olivia Newton-John popularized casual workout wear. People wore sweatbands both in and out of the gym. 18. Jellies. These plastic shoes were introduced at the 1982 World's Fair. The next year, Bloomingdale's ordered 2,400 pairs. Soon everyone learned how painful the style was. 19. Fanny pack. This 1980s accessory was durable, colorful, and practical. They were usually made from nylon. Fanny packs were quickly adopted by tourists. They were often a feature of an ill-fitting outfit. 20. Blazers dress. Women in the 1980s wore oversized double-breasted blazers. They were so big, they looked like dresses. 21. Overalls. Everyone wore overalls in the 1990s. Sometimes the straps were just left hanging down. 22. Tracksuits. Athlete wear became popular again in the mid-1990s. Everyone wore Adidas's signature tri-stripe tracksuits. The tracksuit was iconic for hip-hop culture. 23. Butterfly clips. Small butterfly clips held back small strands of hair. They were rather ornamental than functional.